Welcome to Daily Rising, Ignite Everyday Excellence. I'm Dawn D'Amico, your mental performance mastery coach, here to bring you daily mindset and motivation strategies to fuel your success in every area of life. Get ready to ignite your excellence with today's show. There's a 2015 Toyota Corolla commercial that I absolutely love. There's this couple and they're driving in the car and it's night. And the voiceover comes on and says, wherever it is you want to go, all you need to do is see the next 200 feet. That's how life unfolds. A leap of faith. Even if you can't see it, your destination is out there. So keep going. You'll get there 200 feet at a time. Why this is so brilliant is because regardless of the year, the make, the model of the car, if you're relying on your headlights to see in front of you, you can only see 200 feet at a time. You can't see beyond that. No matter where you're going, no matter how far, how long a trip, doesn't matter the car you're in. If you're relying on your headlights, you can only see the next 200 feet. It means you focus on where you are, and then the next part of the path reveals itself, and you follow the next part of the path. Yes, you need to ultimately know where you're trying to go so that you can be pointing yourself in the right direction, but you're only going to see 200 feet at a time. What if you started looking at your goals, big projects you have, and started breaking them down into 200 feet chunks? How much more productive and effective would you be? How much more manageable would those goals and projects feel if you focused on just the next step? Look, I have a really hard time with focus. I have ADHD, yet somehow I managed to write 3 books. A full training manual to go with my program. I was only able to do that by knowing ultimately where I wanted to go, but then breaking down my steps into 200 feet increments. I needed to break it down so that I was only focusing on one thing at a time, because how overwhelming can it feel if you're trying to figure out the title while you're trying to write the chapters, while you're trying to pick out a cover, while you're trying to put the table of contents together, especially when you're somebody that struggles with focus and intention. By breaking things down and only looking at the 200 feet I was on and then the next 200 feet, I was able to move forward. Recently, I had an incredible conversation with a client that I'm working with who, while we're having this phone call, out of nowhere, she says, I finally realize and understand I just need to do the next step. And when I finish the one I'm on, I just have to do the next step. And what she was talking about was exactly this. These 200 feet. She didn't have to know everything she needs to do to get to her goal. She just needed to know the next step to get there, ultimately where it was she was looking to get. I want you to start thinking about this 2015 Toyota Corolla commercial. I want you to think about how it is you get from one place to another. We can only get there 200 feet at a time. So if we can start focusing on those 200 feet increments, if we can pay attention to where we are and when we're there, the path is going to continue to unfold. And eventually, if you stick with it, if you keep going, you will get there 200 feet at a time. Thank you for listening to another episode of Daily Rising. If you enjoyed today's show, drop a review and share it with your friends. Don't forget to check the show notes for a recap of today's message, along with valuable resources and opportunities to connect further and ignite your excellence.